Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we'll discussing about group by basic introduction. In the SQL query, how the group by will performs the inside of the query execution. The scenario, the basic understand once if you get it, how it can be performing and how the rows are grouping the duplicate and all the rows making into the single item like a category wise, how it can be done while applying of the group by, we'll see more detail. Shall we begin this? Let's see here. The basic SQL statement with group by is prepared. Like the table is having multiple data rows with having the same name. Like fruits category is having apple, and again there is an apple row is there. And the prices may differ. Like a 10 rupees, the order might be it is a 10, and the second order it might be an 8. The similar way, the oranges are 2. The orders of one is 8 and second one is 21. Similarly, the banana, the two items are there. Banana and it's one is 11 and one more is 8. In the see here we are able to seeing 6 data rows, whereas all or if we group it as it will be treated as 3 categories only. One is apple and one more is orange and another one is banana. So how it can be done by using with grouping of the records and what are the understanding like if I want to know the apple how much the total orders and the total price of the apple only. Yes, it can be possible while applying of the group by statement while preparing of the SQL language. We can get the data rows records from the result set accurately with the category wise. And most of once you have tested with either 2 or 3 categories and you are applying for lakhs of data. Yes, it can be possible. The same query will applicable for the lakhs or millions of the data. All you have to take accurately what the real-time scenario what you require to execute a query statement is a basic idea and understanding. Once you have a result set, what is your requirement? Based on the requirement, you have to start with the initiating of the preparing of the SQL query statement. Okay, now let's see about the group by here. Like see, the group by with aggregate functions, how it is going to be executed. In our previous lectures, I have shown you very clearly some min and max. And if you have not gone through those video sessions, go back and let's see how we are applied sum and max and min. Likewise, see here the same previous screen here it is implying like a fruits category here seen here apple, orange, banana. The 3 rows, the arrows is indicating I am segregating the data from the out of the bunch and group. I am segregating it's in a group wise I am filtered here. See, if I applied fruits category as a group ID and it is a based on the group ID wise it is segregating the data. This is what the group by statement will happens in while performing of the execution process of query. So not only the limited to Microsoft SQL Server, all the databases which are supporting RDBMS and where the queries of SQL query languages are performing the particular database, all will support the same thing and will follow the same manner. There is a no doubt at all. And more advancedly, the Microsoft SQL Server will give you the studio management facilities more and more to you have a see, look and feel and write the queries and executing and see the results as well there itself. All right, now see the way the apple category is here, the orange category is here, and the banana category is here. the category wise and the grouping the data based on the category. Once it happens completed successfully, and I am applying for this price as an aggregate function of sum. If I applied sum as an aggregate function for the price of the column, now see the apple will be only shown as in a one single record with the total price of 18. Similarly, the orange and banana. How it is going to be impacting here? Very simple. And you observe in the screen one more thing, that is an aggregate function of count. Count is very different from the sum. Now count will do the number of rows which are available in this particular category. This is also an aggregate function. We are able to get in how many data rows are available after once the completed the grouping of category wise we are grouping the data, and we are getting how many rows are available in this particular category. All right. Now let's see here the aggregate function of count. It's impacting and reflecting like apple is 2 and orange is 2 and banana is 2. The 2 rows on each category. If it is 3, it will automatically it will comes the 3 number 3 only, and the total of the price of this item it will be automatically added. We need not to write any single line of code for any arithmetic operators over here. That is the most advantages are available in while using SQL query language with the built-in functions of aggregate functions. Otherwise, all you have to fetch the data and each and every row you have to read and making an appending of the each and every row, either applying of any of the looping statement, and you have to make it as a total price. By using such a way of writing SQL queries, it will boost you and make you a more professional way to like a making of understanding and getting the results set are very easy. If you are in a like analysis of the marketing orders and marketing professional for the purpose of learning the SQL language, this is the class and this is the session is very much helpful you to understand what are the orders are going, what are the marketing strategies it's going by making the sum of the aggregate functions and counting of the rows, how many orders. If you are done preparing an one SQL statement, and all will be done with a single query SQL statement itself. All what you have to do, all the collection you will collect by making the web form and collecting different sources of the data. Once you are applying such a beautification of the functionalities in your SQL query language, you will see at the single place all what you want from the data. The C, the basic statement usage, the basic aggregate function syntax would be select the column and aggregate function. It may be sum, min, max, count, average, anything. And name of the column, which column you are going to be concentrating to applying for this particular aggregate function. And you know that from which table you are getting for this data. It may be a single table or multiple table, can be possible the different sources from the data from the different tables, and grouping with which category of the column and which column which is anomaly like making an duplicates and making it a single group. This is the way you have to prepare for an SQL statement and try to get as a proper output successfully. And group by clause must appear right after from clause and or where clause on SQL statement. If from it is there from table and group by you have to specify, or from you are filtering the data using where clause, after the where clause only it should be displayed like a group by statement. This is very much important tip and important question as well. Strongly remember and select. Now see here and one more statement it is impacting here like the select column of the first column and aggregate function from table where column like a where condition I am showing here like a where column not equal to apple. From that category I don't want to see any apple category other than the apple. I want to see the result set. Now not equal to apple category, where group by cat of column of the category, the name of the group of the items, which the column name I have to specify here. In this way, you can filter all the data rows as you were wish to see the accurate and proper result set in fast way. I hope you better understand how to use group by statement and how it would be beneficial for your coding of SQL language as well as in a professional way to fetch an appropriate result set with a very simple tips like aggregate functions applying sum, min, max on all the things in very easiest way. I hope you better understand. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.